stack before its trip to the launch pad.
Even in the vastness of Kennedy Space Center, the VAB makes quite a landmark.
In fact, we're looking at one of the largest buildings in the world. The VAB is 525 feet tall, and you could easily slide the Statue of Liberty through any of the side door panels you see on its side.
The bus that you're riding on right now could easily drive down.
Facility. Each bay can handle one of the 4 orbiters in the shuttle fleet. When an orbiter lands, it gets towed in by a tractor straight from the landing strip. Inside the bays is a honeycomb of work platforms stacked 5 stories high. Technicians use the platforms to reach, maintain, and inspect the various systems that make the orbiter the most complex machine ever to take to the air.
Many of the most critical functions have 2 complete backup systems to ensure crew safety. And the orbiter doesn't leave the building until all those backups weighs about 6 million pounds unloaded and has a surface area about the size of a baseball diamond. A single cleat off its tracks weighs a ton. 2 large diesel engines generate electrical power for the motors that turn its treads. Operating a vehicle of this size takes a highly trained crew of about 20 engineers and technicians.
The big building. When they get the mobile launch platform inside the vehicle assembly building, they assemble the whole shuttle, all 4 parts vertically, straight up and down, on top of the platform inside the building. Now we're all ready for the big day around here, the rollout to the pad. Over to your right, the small white building to the left of the vehicle assembly building with the black louvers on the windows, that's the Launch Control Center.
Directly adjacent to the vehicle assembly building is the Launch Control Center, the electronic brain of Launch Complex 39. It's the home base of a complicated computer system that oversees the entire checkout and launch process of the space shuttle.
3 days before liftoff, this is an extremely busy place. That's when countdown for launch starts. About 200 members of the launch.
Just a little one. Yeah? Oh.
Joshua. I see not for those.
Ready?
This is launch control, T-minus 3 minutes and counting. We have completed our communications checks with the Apollo 8 astronauts in the cabin, and the communications are go. During this period, once we do get the firing command, the various tanks within the 3 stages of the Saturn V launch vehicle begin to pressurize. We have firing command. The firing command is in. We are now on the automatic sequence. T-minus 2 minutes, 20 seconds, and counting. Our status board indicates that all aspects are ready. Instrument unit is ready, spacecraft ready, final check of the emergency detection system, that ready light also on. First stage preparations are completed.
Okay. We're on. Ready to go to cockpit. Standby motor. Okay, you're on.
1 minute, 45 seconds and counting. The first stage liquid oxygen tank has been pressurized and the pressure is still building up. Coming up in 90 seconds, mark, T-minus 90 seconds and counting. The Apollo 8 crew standing by, Spacecraft Commander Frank Borman, Jim Lovell, Bill Anders. We now have a report that the liquid hydrogen tank in the 3rd stage is pressurized. 1 minute, 15 seconds. All 3rd stage propellants pressurized at this time as we come up on a 60-second mark on a flight to the moon. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. The vehicle now is completely pressurized. We're coming up on a power transfer shortly. We have the power transfer. We're now on the flight batteries within the launch vehicle. Final reports coming from Frank Borman at this time. Final look at the switch list aboard the spacecraft. 20 seconds, all aspects. We are still low at this time. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Mission sequence start. The engines are on. 4, 3.
Apollo 8 successfully orbited the moon, and the astronauts returned safely to the Earth. I know. I'm Jim Lovell, and I was one of the crew of this spacecraft, Apollo 8. We were the first men to see the surface of the moon from just a few miles away. But it was the hundreds of thousands of men and women who worked there that came in. The millions of people who supported the mission that really made it possible. That way, I guess, we all went to the moon. Now, on the other side of those doors, you'll find an actual Saturn V moon rocket. It's still the most powerful, the most complex machine ever built. And I guess it's the only one that can take you to another planet. I actually got to fly one on a second flight balloon called Apollo 13. But that's another story.
Is that one big rocket? Yeah, it's that. So, cost a lot of money, you know. Cost an awful lot of money. You can get your fingers right underneath. But don't make it easy, it's a challenge. That's it, pushing.
Wait a minute, Alright, can I wait to the boys? You're on, let you talk. Alright?
Well, hang on, Gaia. Just move to one side of it. Quick, off you go. Right, lovely.
Have you got it? Hurry up. Got it.
We in Africa?
It's a long way to go.
Well, not as far as the people went to the moon.
Very well put.
Summon, and to everyone else that's lost their lives connected to the airspace program. If you haven't had a chance to go around the memorial, I think you'd find it quite impressive. There are 17 names in either place you can get refreshments. Now, some of you folks are going to want to come back over to the orbiter coming up on the right, the Explorer. When you offboard the bus, go in between the buildings and you'll see signs